Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. It's so crazy to say that we're in the new year, 2025. It's been a little bit. I was guided to take a break, but I'm back now and just want to kind of start off by saying trust when we get those pauses or when everything doesn't seem to be working out. There's a lot happening behind the scenes that we can't see, we can't sometimes even feel, even as sensitive souls. So just trust that if you ever get guided to slow down or just to surrender really deeply, it's getting us geared up sometimes for this new trajectory. It's getting us geared up to go within and to take that time to reflect and just be. And I think that's really important going into the new year, instead of just driving ahead and looking at all the things we want to fix that we didn't do last year, or all the things that we want to improve on, or the goals we want to set, the New Year's resolutions. I'm all about setting intentions, stepping into the frequency, setting the intention to be more mindful, or whatever it may be for you. So I'm here with an oracle reading for this week, going into from the 1st today into the 7th, and just seeing what may speak to you, what may be a good guidance for you that may come through. Take this all as it resonates. We're working with my oracle deck, Sovereign Vibrations, and this is still available to purchase if you want. I am currently being guided to take a pause on international shipments right now. There's been some issues with getting things there properly, so I'm working on my own back-end business stuff. But if you're here in the US, I can easily get this guy shipped out to you. It has 63 cards, and each card has its own sound bath and graphic and description. So there's over 8 hours of sound bath music, and there's 11 guided meditations as well. And they're very direct and to the point. They're not super long, so that you don't have to carve out a lot of time. But yeah, so we're working with that today, and then we'll work with the Muse Tarot, which I'm still guided to connect with us. So let's see what we need to know for this new year week, January 1st to the 7th. What guidance are we meant to connect with and hear for our support through these intentions that we set? And I keep hearing even calling our heart forward, so that our intention is infused from this heart-centered place and not this necessarily egoic place, or the need to constantly be productive and feel worthy enough through our actions, through our accomplishments. Ooh! And we had the heart card flying out. 1 second, she fell to the floor. So loud and clear, we're being heart connected. Let's get it focusing. There we go. So trusting our heart, and it was 333 right there on the recording. The affirmation: I trust the direction of my heart's calling. I am divinely guided and unconditionally loved. When our heart is guiding us, our mind logically can be like, that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't feel safe. It can set off our alarms of survival. It can make other people question, what are you doing? What do you mean you're going to follow your heart? What is your heart telling you? That's not safe. But we are being very much emphasized to go that way, to follow our heart. Because if we don't do it now, when are we going to do it, right? We're here to open and expand our heart as much as we can through our state of consciousness, through our healing, through our experience within this human plane. So what else are we meant to connect with the heart? We got the fire element. Ooh, passion, perseverance. I'm hearing resilience around what lights our heart up, what brings our fire to the forefront of our heart. See what else is meant to come through with that. I'm hearing, even when we combine the element of fire with the heart center, with our heart's passion, we allow the fire to be this purification of what is not in alignment with our heart. So we can have the deep discernment. We can feel more intuitively, more distinctively of what is the heart. Maybe even I'm saying making a list of, if we have goals, we can write down the goal and then take some time to tune in, maybe even light a candle as a symbolic ritual or a way to set the tone, the mood, that the fire tuning into each goal and saying, hello everyone. So had a little bit of a technical difficulty. I think I fixed it now, but basically more than half of my audio did not record and I couldn't revive it. So I'm going to try to recap what came through because the message was so potent, and I hopefully fixed what was happening technology wise. And I think where we got to in the reading, where we had the heart and the fire card come out. So allowing ourselves to tune in and see what is in alignment with our heart when it comes to passion, and letting the fire element really help us facilitate transformation and awareness and clarity around what is lighting us up and bringing us passion, and in that alignment. So then we also got the violet flame. So there's tons of assistance with the fire element. This violet flame is beautiful for helping clear our surroundings, clearing any state of quantum reality. The affirmation is, I ignite the violet flame of purification to cleanse and release all that no longer serves me and my surroundings. So there's this huge emphasis, because then we also got a cellular cleanse card. So talk about divine assistance and ascension, allowing us to really activate our heart with such purification, such clarity. So I'm hearing this way, this is where we can set our intentions. This is where we can then come from this fresh place, because we're, instead of moving forward right away in the new year, we're asked to integrate. There's a divine integration happening for us. There's time to take it easy. We don't have to rush. We don't have to force even purification and things to fix and click into place and be achieved right away, right? We're being asked to take the time, because we got the Scorpio card at the bottom of the deck, and it is that subconscious thing of wanting to protect ourselves sometimes. We can easily just keep moving forward and allowing things to be accomplished and feeding our ego and feeding this outward projection to gain some confidence deeper into these insecure places of our own darkness. But really, we're then still not integrating what we've learned, and we've learned a lot. You've learned so much through this time, through this last year, and your heart is being asked to step forward, to be the main focus for you right now. And with the tarot that came through, and it feels so weird doing this already when it's already been out, but I wanted to bring this message forward fully. And maybe that's to the emphasis of the audio not working, is for us to really pay attention. And I know sometimes when I watch other people do readings, sometimes it can become this background noise and I'm not fully paying attention. And sometimes that can also be, I'm not meant to hear it, but I'm hearing this very loud and clear. Like, we got the Fool and the Page of Emotions. Our hearts are tired of playing small. Our spirit is tired of playing small. You're here for such a specific purpose, and that is just also embodying yourself and whatever that looks like, even those darker pieces, right? Embodying everything that you've been longing to be, or I'm hearing in this way too, it's this generational healing coming full circle. And that's where we're getting all this beautiful purification and cleansing to help really establish this purification of our consciousness. I'm hearing even the bloodlines of our generations, of the collective. And in this way too, there can be things that come up that feel very opposite of a new beginning. They can feel like a death of the ego. They can feel like the mind is coming in. A lot of survival instincts can be triggered right now. And I think that that's a very common place, because a lot of us, when we say like, oh, a New Year's resolution, or, oh, it's a new year, I better really up my game, I better bring it, I better do everything I feel like I couldn't get done last year. excuse me, last year. And the mind can be, okay, so get it together and say all these mean things to try to encourage us to even light a fire under our ass. But is that really a positive way of continuing to speak to ourselves, and maybe even allowing those inner thoughts, or maybe it's even the hustle culture of the world, because we can't ignore that there is that, right? But maybe we need to see this and feel it so we can find the opposite. We can find actually, oh no, this needed to come first, so we could find deeper into this. In this being ourselves, our true spirit, this is what intention I want to sync up with. This is the goal. I don't know where it's going. I don't know where this path is going, but my heart is so happy. And yeah, these voices in my head or the people around me may not get it. The old me has to die in order to be reborn. The Fool is also the rebirth card, right? So there's this extreme duality, and that's also why we're being told, hang on a second. Why not integrate? Why not let there be time and space to understand, to find more clarity? The affirmation is, I am open and receptive to releasing the old and allowing for deeper reconnection to love. And even as I'm saying this, it's like something, even just within taking a breath, can release a lot of weight we're having around our heart. Even we can have pressure of feeling, I have to reach my potential. I have to be clear and open and be as good for as many people in the collective and my family and all these things, right? We can put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be the best we can, to be so clear within our heart that even becomes a weight. So if that's true for you, call in that fire element. Allow that fire to be a part of your daily practice. Maybe setting the intention, whatever your intention is, but infusing it with a candle. And every time you work towards whatever that is, you light the candle and see the progress as the candle burns down, that you are putting that time into yourself. You are allowing that to be your main focus instead of all of the noise. Because right now, with the new year, there's so much noise, right? We're being marketed weight loss stuff. We're being marketed new things to buy that'll help us have a better year. We're constantly being marketed to. I think it's like an average of 10,000 like marketings we're being projected at a day, if not more. Even just driving about, we're being marketed to. So it's being this creator of our reality more than that consumer, right? Creating from this place. And trusting too, again, it's not about not having the duality. It's not about not having fear or insecurity or having trouble trusting the pathway, because we also got the Temperance and the Hierophant. And I love that this card brings in the moon phases, because there's so much happening within our energy and our emotions, that our emotions can sometimes feel and pull us like the ocean all over the place. But we're sharpening our emotional intelligence. We're sharpening our way of wisdom and allowing that to be a process. And even in this Hierophant card, I love that there's the pathway of the flames leading us. There's a guidance within the fire of our destiny or of this lifetime in general that is guiding us back to our wholeness, guiding us back to our wisdom. Being vulnerable, this person is naked with their head covered, tuning into their crown, tuning into their inner world of their own vulnerability, and being guided by the passion of these flames along the pathway. And it's even a cliff. So there is this huge emphasis on taking a leap and shifting into a whole new state of reality as we simultaneously let go of the past, let go of the old, let go of anything. I'm hearing specifically generational stuff, like cellular aspects of our being, our biology. So our body is holding more than just our lifetime. There is a huge part of what we may never understand or be able to articulate that's coming forward. So the more we can regulate, the more we can tune in, the more we can also identify what's really our responsibility right now. Yeah, we may be super, super aware and feel very out of place here sometimes on earth, right? Or very out of waters in terms of how can we make a change and be so aware of everything at once and not feel powerful enough sometimes to make a difference. But this energy of our heart, and we got the Two of Cups card, so there's an emotional healing happening to our heart, and it can also be a beautiful partnership that's coming forward with another or with yourself. But it's this giant up-leveling, and we got the Ace of Materials coming forward for us. So we can't deny this energy we're feeling. And I'm hearing in this way too, there's a timing to it that our ego may not be happy with. And we may feel that we easily can jump into all of these other portals and ways of kind of losing our focus. But that's also then when we can utilize the purification tools, calling on the flames, or again having a candle that helps to anchor you into the physical reality so that you don't get lost in other places. I'm hearing all of us are stepping up deeper to a higher sensory awareness that can feel very jarring. It can feel like we're constantly in and out of different timelines and portals and dimensions constantly, even without us maybe even trying to. It's just like, where am I right now? And that can feel also like a death of the ego, because sometimes we need to surrender. We're being pulled in different ways, but I'm hearing also it's pulling back our power into our body and telling our bodies it's safe to be powerful, it's safe to be vulnerable, it's safe to do things differently than what's come from the past. Even thanking our ancestors, thanking our generations, past generations, even the current generations that we're with, thanking them for everything they've given us, but we're moving in a whole new direction now, and it's safe. We're going to take it as it comes, trust this pathway as it's unfolding for us, as we open up to it. And I'm hearing harnessing our focus, harnessing our energy in a way that is undeniable. It's like when can't think of a good experience or example right now, but I'm sure many of you have had the experience of this undeniable knowing, or this weird gut feeling that doesn't make any logical sense, but you just know something is meant for you, or you know there's something behind it, but it hasn't manifested yet, or there's something deeper coming forward. So you allow it to show itself, and it eventually does, and it's this everything you felt but didn't have the words for. So that's where it's coming into play of listening to our hearts, listening to, I'm hearing this deeper understanding of ourselves. Instead of, again, okay, I'm going to go lose 10 pounds. I'm going to go make $10,000 in a couple months or a month. Like, yeah, those are great goals, but is it really serving what is trying to be accomplished for yourself, for that inner little you even? And again, none of those are wrong goals, but there's a deeper pathway being carved out for us, and maybe that's always been there. And maybe even accomplishing those goals will help you feel more confident in taking these leaps. Right? So again, there's no right or wrong. It's just really getting down to the nuts and bolts, or the nitty gritty, which allowing integration will help. So give yourself a break this week, especially this first week of January. And I'm hearing in this way, your goal setting is also this internal reflection time, right? If you feel the need to get on goals or setting intentions, I actually was guided to make a guided meditation for setting intentions for the new year, and you can use it whenever you want. So that will be below if you feel guided to that. But again, it's this new year energy, like anything, can be whatever we want it to be. We can break out of the norm and let it be whatever suits our soul and our heart more than the common, most ingrained pathway within the collective consciousness. And we also have the Lunar New Year coming up, right? So there's a lot of fresh energy coming forward, and there can be a lot with this fire energy of solar flares, the Schumann resonance, bringing in beautiful light to help purify, right? But we can also utilize these tools, these rituals in our own way, in our own timing. They're here for us. Oh, I hope that supported you in some way and resonated. I'm hoping that I brought every message in that came through the first time that didn't get the volume of my voice with it. Oh, yeah. I feel like this energy is just so potent for us, and I'm hearing in this way too. It's we get to be the I'm hearing musician, so maybe you're a musician. Magicians is what I meant to say. We get to be more of a magician than ever before, and that can feel really scary and really exciting at the same time. So know too that the fear is always going to be there. It's that protective aspect of our biology, but I'm hoping that this video will help you feel encouragement more than anything to go after what really excites you, and to trust that the baby steps are enough. The one little thing, maybe it's even signing up for a class, maybe it's a musician, like a guitar lesson class or something like that, right? Just baby stepping into it, because that is the whole part of the journey. Those little nudges that we get, and taking that inspired action that feels scary but so exciting, and a lot of unknown on the other side, can lead to even better possibilities in our consciousness and our human self can even be aware of right now, right? Oh, yeah. I think that was it. It feels complete. But I feel like even the example of my audio not recording for more than half of my reading for us, there's this state of play even when we get very frustrated, if that makes sense. Like, I was very upset and technical stuff really triggers me because it feels out of my control in lots of ways. So I had to be like, okay, there's a reason for this. I'm in a different energy now and moving through it, right? And not to say what came through was not the right message, because it feels like the same message, but it's just trusting our journey is going to have some bumps in the road that frustrate us and make us feel like, question the alignment or question the action. Because even in my brain is like, should I even put this video out? Should I re-record it completely and just maybe that message was for me? Because that sometimes can be the case, right? But it was like, no, this is the message. You just fixed this technical problem that was already having other issues in the past. So it's like just being curious about life and not feeling like a detour is a wrong or a dead end, right? Or the wrong road, wrong pathway. So I thought that was kind of a funny example for this in and of itself. So yeah, I hope this supported you in some way. Happy New Year, happy reflection and integration time. Again, if you feel guided to do the setting intentions meditation, that will be below. And if you want to join my newsletter, I'll be doing a monthly newsletter this month, which has a lot of goodies and things that I've created connecting to the moon reflection and our phases. You can sign up below for that as well, and you'll get all my deals and all of the fun updates. I'm also experimenting this month with a sale on all of my channelings and healing sessions, and I've been guided to really lower the prices a lot. And because I don't want to price people out, and I think that healing and support should be accessible to as many people as possible, especially if it resonates. So my channelings will be $100, over $100 off, and my healing sessions will be over $200 off. So if you feel guided to check out that new pricing, you can find that below and book today. And yeah, if you feel like you want to just have a discovery call, I have a free 15-minute session where we can talk about what supports you best and what could be most in alignment for what I offer, and have to guide through. So yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful January, and that this reading resonated in some way. And I love you all so much. See you later. Bye.